What's up? Okay, it's been a long time since we put up a video. Hell, probably almost a year. And the main reason is, I gotta be completely honest, I don't think there's going to be much Minecraft on the channel anymore. At least for me. I mean, if Blue wants to, cool, but yeah, I don't think there's gonna be too much more Minecraft going up on the channel. It just doesn't do as well as it used to, like at all. And honestly, I don't know what we would put up anyway. So that doesn't mean the channel is gonna move away from being a gaming channel. I would love to put up like a lot of vintage games and stuff. That's really what I enjoy playing. I've just been kind of stalling on it. I don't know if you guys are into it. If you are, let me know. It would be a lot of like NES stuff, some N64. Really, that's about it. Mainly between those two consoles. But another thing I've been really wanting to do with the channel, something I'm really interested in, I've been into for a long time, is movies. So I would like to kind of move the channel a little, well, not the whole channel, again. It'll still be a gaming video, but I would like to put up like some movie review type stuff. Like, you won't see any of those corny like trailer reviews or anything. I'm not a big fan of those. I think they're kind of dumb. I could understand like trailer analysis movies, but the trailer reaction thing I think is kind of stupid. So you won't be seeing any of that, but I would love to do movie reviews. That's something I'm really interested in doing. So let me know if that's something you guys would be into. It would mainly be horror. That's pretty much all I watch, all I'm really interested in reviewing. But we'll throw some other things in there too. Some other movies. So yeah, like I said, the channel might morph a little, I guess morph's a fine word, so it might morph a little more into like vintage games, at least on my part. I don't know, Blue, like I said, if he wants to stick to Minecraft or a little more modern games, obviously that's completely up to him. But for me, you'll be seeing more vintage games, and I would like to do the movie review things. So I've been kind of stalling on that, and I figured a really good way to kind of start the movie thing up, see how you guys like it, is I'm going to do a haul video. So usually about once a week, I go to Salvation Army, and they got movies like 4 for $1. So I grab like just a big ass bag full. And personally, I like watching haul videos, and they do seem to be pretty popular, so hopefully you guys will be into it too. So I don't know, maybe once every 2 weeks, once a week. It probably won't be too scheduled, just whenever I go grab some movies, I'll come back and show you guys what I got. So these haul videos will only be VHS. DVD I only buy like one at a time. Blu-ray I only buy like one at a time. But the VHS video should be fun, I think. So I could show you guys what I got on my last trip, which was yesterday. It was actually my birthday. So we kind of made it a point. On my wife's birthday, I got her a record player, so we went to Salvation Army, found a bunch of records for her. On my birthday, we went and I got a bunch of VHS. So I'll jump right into it now. I know it's been a lot of stupid talking here at the beginning, but I thought I'd let you guys know what's up with the channel, because we do get a lot of comments saying, where are all the videos? Are these guys dead? Can you please do more Minecraft videos? And like I said, I don't know if there's going to be much more Minecraft. I mean, if we have a really good idea for a tutorial, because I know that's why probably about 99% of you are here because of the Minecraft tutorial. So we'll see. If we got an idea, of course we'll put it up, but there probably won't be very much. So anyway, enough of the stupid talking about the channel. Ignore that. I guess my PC did a... Okay, I thought it said I had one virus. It says I don't. Anyway, let's get into it. No more talking. So to start it off, we got AI, Artificial Intelligence. So the main reason I grabbed this one... Ooh, the light's bad. There's some glare. So I'll hold it this way. Is I'm trying to get a bit more sci-fi. Like, I have a ton of VHS kind of stacked in the corner. I don't even really have a place to put them. But I don't have much sci-fi. I've seen this movie. I don't remember it. That's one of the main reasons I grabbed it. I can rewatch it soon, and it helps build up the sci-fi a little more. The next one, like I said, I'm a big fan of horror, so that's what you're going to see a lot of here, but For the VHS, I like to do a lot of nostalgic stuff I grew up on as well. Maybe had VHS when I was a kid. So you'll see kind of a mix of the two. The next one is a horror. The Howling. Yeah, light's better on this side. So, The Howling. So this is a werewolf movie. I haven't actually seen this one. Recently, I was really in the mood for a werewolf movie for whatever reason. So I like Googled, werewolf movies, and this was, on pretty much every list. So I haven't seen this one yet, but I'm definitely going to check it out soon. Alright, the next one of the best. The Sixth Sense. This is the movie that kicked off all the stupid twists at the end of horror movies that they all love to do now. It was really successful in this one. It was a great twist, especially at the time when twists weren't overdone. Now, I think we're all kind of sick of the stupid little twists they feel they have to throw on the end of horror movies, but this is the one that kicked that all off. Great freaking movie, man. Next one I surprisingly haven't seen, and I don't know why I haven't seen it, but Jaws. I think the main reason I haven't really checked this one out, I don't know, it's never really interested me, man. Like, my thought process has always kind of been, if there's a shark after you, just stay the fuck out of the water. I read the synopsis, I understand now, these guys are hired to kill the shark. The people are actually staying out of the water. I guess it's at a beach. Swimmers keep getting attacked, so they close down the beach, they want to reopen it. They hire a bunch of guys to kill it, so I get it now. And I am a little more interested, I kind of want to see what the hype is. But yeah, surprisingly I haven't seen this one, but I will be watching it soon. The next one, this is actually very similar to Jaws, just we got a snake instead. So Anaconda, this one I have seen, and I actually enjoyed it quite a bit. I remember when I was younger, me and my two cousins, we freaking loved this movie, man. We watched the hell out of it. So if you haven't seen it, same idea as Jaws, replace a shark with a big ass snake. The next one, another one that did twists really well in horror, The Others. So this is one I feel like nowadays the twist wouldn't be that mind-blowing. Even the Sixth Sense ones and twists, like I said, are kind of overdone. But at the time, this was a freaking amazing ending, man, and I think the ending still holds up. So another horror one, this is a ghost one. I'd put this pretty high on my top list, actually. I don't know if I'd put a top 10 or anything, but great freaking movie. This one, I would put on my top list. Hell, I might even go like top 5 or something with this one. Not a horror, but one of the best movies ever made in my opinion. Back to the Future. If you haven't seen this movie, you're fucked up and go watch it, man. That's really all I'm gonna say about that one. The next one, this one's a comedy, surprisingly. I don't do comedies very often. I feel like they're all kind of the same after a while. They get a little annoying, but this one, I grew up on this movie, man. My whole family freaking loved this movie. Anytime it was on cable, it was on in the house, man. And Happy Gilmore. Adam Sandler in the 90s was freaking awesome, and if you haven't seen this one, it is a really funny one. Next, we got The Mask. This is the type of movie I feel like is not gonna hold up nowadays. I know I really liked it at the time, but I also really liked Ace Ventura, and I rewatched that recently, and I did not find it funny anymore, man. It was kind of stupid. Well, I mean, it was still funny, it still had its moments, but I don't think you realize how stupid it is when you're that young. When that movie came out, I had to have been like, I don't know, 8, 9, 10, I have no idea. I don't know what year it came out. But this is one I haven't seen in years, so I'm definitely going to rewatch that, and hopefully it holds up. We'll see. The next one, here's one of those movies I talked about that like I'd grow up on, and that's Snow Day. We actually had a fancy orange tape with this one. So this one, if I remember right, I haven't seen it in a while, but I do feel like I've seen it within the last, I don't know, 5 years or something. There really isn't much to the movie. It's just a bunch of kids got the day off from school, and you kind of, a day in the life of, basically. But I do remember really enjoying it when I was younger. Alright, that's half the stack. So the next one, Austin Powers Part 2. This movie still holds up, man. I find these movies freaking hilarious, all three of them. So this is the second one, The Spy Who Shagged Me. I got the first one the last time I was there, so I got the second one this time. And this one's actually still sealed. So brand spanking new, this one. And I come across a couple of those. Whenever I see one of the sealed ones, I feel like I have to grab it. So I got like a whole stack of sealed ones over there. I'll eventually open it. I have no plan to keep it in here. I don't think they're really going to go up in value much. VHS right now, like I get them for 25 cents a piece. But yeah, that's a funny one too. The next one, The Mummy. So I'm not usually a fan of action movies, which this is. This is far from a horror movie. But it's still a really good one, and it is a remake of the 1931, or is it 32? 31 or 32, the Universal's classic, The Mummy. This is an exact remake of that. I mean, there's obviously a few differences. And I do enjoy this one quite a bit. I actually just watched it recently, just a few months ago. We watched like the first 2 or 3. So that's a good one. I don't see that one very often there, so I kind of had to grab it. Next one, we got Batman Returns. So a lot of these I actually already own on DVD, Blu-ray, whatever. And this is one of those. But I don't know, I feel like... I don't know how to explain that. I'm not going to try without sounding weird, but I want to have... just whatever. If I don't cut this stupid part out of me mumbling, we'll just get back to it. So, great freaking movie. One of the better of the vintage Batman movies, in my opinion. A lot of people seem to like the first Batman. Well, technically the second, because you had the Adam West one. But a lot of people tend to like the second Batman, the one with Jack Nicholson as Joker, a little better than this one. And the movie itself probably is a little better, but the characters in this one are much more memorable, in my opinion. Catwoman and Penguin are freaking awesome, man, and that's a good one. So another one of my favorite movies, I don't know how high I'd put this one up, and this one I thought I already had, but I guess I didn't. I do have it on Blu-ray. Is Beetlejuice. This movie, when you think about it, isn't that good, but it's freaking good, man. Like, it's not one of those movies that, like, it's so stupid it's good. Like, it's not a stupid movie by any means, but, like, if you were to read the synopsis of it, like, grab the back of the box and read it, it's kind of dumb, but it's a really, really, really good movie, man, and I think this actually came out my birth year, if I remember right. I think this was, oh no. Yeah, it did. So this came out the year I was born. I think it was like the top grossing film that year or something. So, yeah, I definitely grew up on this one. I loved it as a kid. I still love it. I mean, obviously, I have it on DVD and Blu-ray now. Or, sorry, VHS and Blu-ray. So that's a good one. Next one, National Lampoon's Vegas Vacation. So I actually just got Christmas Vacation on Blu-ray. I don't remember that one very much. But this one, there used to be a station on cable called TBS. I think later it changed to TBS Superstation, then just to Superstation. I think it still exists, but I'm not 100% on that. But this movie, holy crap, they played the hell out of it, man. Growing up, I've probably seen this movie, no joke, 50 to 100 times, man. They played the hell out of this movie on that channel. At this point, I don't even remember if I like it. Like, it's like all just kind of a wash. Like, I know it's a good movie. I do remember quite a bit of it. But I got it just for nostalgic reasons. I could kind of throw it on in the background or something. Alright, next one, another... This is more of like a comedy drama, not a straight-up comedy. But Chasing Amy. I used to be a really, really big fan of Kevin Smith and any movies he made. And this one's quite a bit different than a lot of the other ones he made. Like, this is nothing, obviously, like Jay and Silent Bob or anything like that. But it's a really good movie. Basically, it's about a guy who falls in love with a lesbian. And I don't remember if he's, like, purposely trying to convert her to being straight or what exactly it is, but it's a really, really good movie. And Kevin Smith is awesome. Other than some of his modern movies have been a little weird, like that Tusk one. Tusk actually wasn't bad just for the fact that it was sort of different, but that Yoga Hosers one, man, was terrible. Next one, we got another horror. I know I said I was a big fan of horror, and you guys were probably expecting half the stack or more to be horror, but Surprisingly, this trip, not many. Horror VHS are actually really hard to find. A lot of the family ones are no problem. But the horror, there's not many. So, Urban Legend. This is actually another one I just watched. During October, we watched a different horror movie every day. And this was one of them. I'm not actually a huge fan of this one. Like, in my opinion, I Know What You Did Last Summer, which is another movie that came out around the same time. Same sort of idea. I mean, it's just kind of a basic slasher. In my opinion, I Know What You Did Last Summer was a little better. Scream was a little better, which came out a little later, but still. It's still not a bad one. So basically, it's a killer who goes around murdering other students based on different urban legends. It's really not too bad of a movie. I'm kind of downplaying it a bit. It's not bad. Typical slasher. Next one, I actually just found out recently that the modern one, the modern one was a remake. I didn't know there was like an older version of this. But The Fog. The Fog is another one, the modern one. I haven't seen this one. The one that came out, I'm gonna guess, it couldn't have been the 90s. Must have been like early 2000s. I wasn't a big fan of. But I think the reason why is because I always compared it to The Mist. They both came out around the same time, and The Mist is a great freaking movie. Fog was... it wasn't that great. I think even if I'm not being biased and leaning on Mist, which I think the only reason I do that, they're kind of similar movies. You got Mist, you got Fog, same shit. But I haven't seen this one, and I'm going to assume this one, the original, is going to be much better. So this one actually is Jamie Lee Curtis, who did a ton of horror movies at the time. So this should be pretty good. I think it's gonna kill the remake, and this is one I'll definitely be watching really soon. Alright, another one. I'm not 100% if this is the version I think it, or not the version, but... Anyway, Dracula. So this is again one of the more modern ones. I'm trying to get the date. I can't seem to find it anywhere. Sometimes it's on the tape itself. 93, okay. So I don't know if I've actually seen this one. It's not the one I thought it was. Or is it? Bram Stoker's Dracula. I think this is the one where Dracula has this really stupid haircut. And if it is, then I have seen this one, and I do think that's what this is. And if I remember right, the movie itself wasn't bad, but you can't get past his crazy ass hairdo they put on Dracula, man. They give him like buns and freaking cones. I don't know what the hell they were thinking, but if this is the one, I have seen it, but I haven't seen it in a long time, so we'll see. Alright, the last one. I got 20, by the way, so this is the last one here. I know it's after Christmas, but A Christmas Carol. Oh, I thought there was writing on the front that's actually just some branches or something she's holding. So this is the one that I think came out in 1981. I don't know, I'm not going to look for a date forever. But I've actually really been looking for this one around December. We did the same thing, watched a Christmas movie every day in December. Up till Christmas Eve or something. And I was really trying to find this Christmas Carol, this specific one, on DVD, and I did actually find it, but it was kind of overpriced, so I didn't grab it. And yeah, there's a bunch of versions of it. I actually have the 1954 version on VHS as well, but this one I really wanted. This is the one that everybody says is the best. I haven't seen it. I don't think I've ever seen any version of A Christmas Carol that wasn't like a children's version, like the Muppets one, the Mickey one. There's a bunch. There's been a ton of remakes of A Christmas Carol. So yeah, I have one of the first, the 1954, which I haven't seen, and then this one, which is supposed to be one of the better ones. Again, I haven't seen. And like, I was actively looking for that, man, and sure enough, I find it like a few days after Christmas, unfortunately. I probably won't be watching that till next year, but whatever, at least I got it now. Okay, like I said, that's all of them. That was the last one. So hopefully that wasn't too freaking long. I tried to keep it short. I know there was a lot of babbling at the beginning. But anyway, let me know if you guys enjoyed this. I'll be honestly more than happy to do you know, a lot more of these. Whenever I get back, I'll rush up here, throw on the camera, and show you guys what I got. And yeah, if you guys are interested in the movie reviews as well, let me know. Again, that's something I'm really interested in doing. It might take me a little bit of practice, you know, to kind of, like, I'm sure I've been stumbling over my words quite a bit this whole time. So you guys will have to bear with me a bit in the beginning, but again, if you're interested, let me know. I'll be more than happy. If you guys are cool with the channel moving to more vintage games, at least from my end, again, I don't know what Blue will do. So you guys might still get that kind of stuff if you want Minecraft or modern games. But yeah, just let me know. Yeah, I'm not going to wrap it up with give me a like please or any of that. Even though that's still me kind of saying it, ignore it. That's it. I'll just wrap it up there. So thank you guys for watching, and hopefully you guys are into it, and I'll see you in another one of these videos. Later.